Welcome to Thank God You're Not My Child. Remember, it's a comedy podcast where I talk about whatever I want to. And I've been doing some research on a subject, and we're going to kind of branch on that one just a second. There's so much more I want to learn on this, but I am doing the research on the difference between unschooling and schooling. So far, it's going quite interesting. I don't know. We'll see where I come up with that one. But we've had so much happen in the last 10 days or so, which would be the first few days of January, that I just thought I'd talk about a few things that really just fuck me up. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. And it's probably how I was raised. So it's okay if I don't understand everything. That's what the world is about. People do not know everything there is to know, even though there are a lot of people in the world now that think they know it all. And I mean, let's just get clear here. We all have our own opinions. We understand. We've talked about that on this podcast. My opinions tend to be my shit soapbox. You remember all of that shit? Yeah. Well, here's the first few things that just make me scratch my head and wonder, when the fuck did I miss this starting? The first one was, I understand we just had a president pass away, Jimmy Carter. I'm not discussing whether you think he was a good president, bad president. You know what? Fuck it. Who the fuck cares? We know he was fucking old. Because I joke that I don't want to live to 100. Well, Jimmy Carter did. And then we had a funeral. And it said in the laws and everything that the flag would be flown half mast. Excuse me. It's not the flu, but fuck. Cold stink. Anyway, I do understand that the flag would be half mast for 30 days. And that's what it says. But going back farther than that was how the new president needs to be sworn in. And that if you read the laws on that, the flag would always be at full mast. And then because of TikTok, because that ban was only 12 fucking hours. You know what I mean? So because of TikTok, I've seen a lot of people that were upset about this. And I didn't understand it. First of all, some of these people that are upset about it wouldn't even hang a fucking flag in their place, in their house, around their house, not even a flag sticker somewhere. So why the fuck are they getting upset over it? You would not put the flag on anything, even though you live on U.S. soil. There are soldiers there to keeping you safe, and you have no fucking clue. No fucking clue that there could be somebody living close to you that just wants to kill as many people as they can. And when you live in the U.S., that's something that you have a little peace about. At least I thought so. But then January 1st happened, and people running over people in New Orleans like they ain't even got no lives. People blowing up Tesla trucks, which, don't get me wrong, if I had $100,000 fucking dollars, I'm not buying no fucking Tesla truck. Sorry. Elon, you want to donate one? I'm not even for sure I'd drive it. But if you give me a gas card and I can drive this man of mine around to see all these kids and families that he has to take care of in Texas, I'll take it with the gas card. But you know what? I just don't understand it. Did it really matter? Do you think Johnny Cash deserved a whole lot? I love that man. Okay. Do you think Jimmy Carter really fucking cared if that flag was up for a day or so. And this is what people chose to argue about. Yeah, when people are dying and getting ran over, and they're like, oh my God, don't put the flag up. You know what? I'm a firm believer. People be thinking Trump is Antichrist, but you know what? He's not that fucking important to be the Antichrist. Let's just get that over yourself. And, I'm not going to tell you bad or good, but what the fuck, people? We're going to fight over where the flag needs to be, especially with people that won't even fucking own one. Then we're going to move on. Today, I saw a little cute little woman. She was so pretty. She really was. And she was in the Air Force, and she was complaining that they have officially had all of their fingernail polish colors that were approved to wear with their uniform just wiped out, just taken away. It had just gotten approved last year, I believe she said. Excuse me, cold, cold, cold. And she says now it's like white, French tip, or clear, something like that. And she was upset. Excuse me, did we not just have a fucking Black Hawk helicopter fly in and kill people on on an airplane like today, this morning? And this Air Force girl and all of the other women that are bitching about it are worried about what their fucking fingernails are colored? Do you want to understand now why maybe they don't want women at the front lines? Because when you're in your uniform, you have to make sure your fingernails are just perfect. What the fuck? Never in my life, never in my life, never in my life, never in my life. Okay. Did I tell you about the unschooling? Got to kind of lighten things up some. So far on this unschooling, I have not found one unschooling family that actually agrees that their child needs to understand how to write. Fucking write, people. Okay, I gotta. We gotta get out of there. We gotta get out of there. You know what I mean? This is a good thing that I found the last couple of weeks. I found this Amish cooking girl on TikTok, YouTube, wherever. And her name was it Loving? Lovinina? Lavina? Lavina, I think. Lovina. Yeah, okay. We know I'm not a good reader. But this girl has got me wanting to start making fucking bread from scratch. Me. I really think I'm going to make some. And when she talks, you're so intertwined with her telling you how to do it because she just stares at the camera. She's just so good. So go look her out. If you put in just Amish cooking, you'll find her. She's in a really cute green Amish dress. And man, her recipes are straight up good. And you know what you need to search out? This is what you need to search out. Amish cheeseburgers. Amish cheeseburgers. That's all I'm going to say. Just go search it out. That's what I've been watching to offset some of this shit. This is horrible, people. I've known the last few years that I'll tell you how I knew. I'm a horror fan, and one of the things when I was single I loved to do was drive to Eureka Springs from Branson because I lived outside of Branson, Missouri. And it was a good day trip. And being single, I could go, a lot of times, all I ever did was buy some food, maybe a Sprite. People watch, just listen to music. It was just a great, great day trip. And I bought this really cool sticker that had Freddy Krueger on it. And he has his face with his claws. And it's red, which is my favorite color. So, of course, I seen not only did it have Freddy, it had Freddy. And it had my favorite color. And it says, stay woke. Do you get it? Stay woke. I got it because I'm a big Freddy Krueger fan. You get it? Well, I know it has nothing to do with woke. You know what I mean? There's woke and then there's stay woke. Because if you have to stay woke and Freddy Krueger's involved, you're fucked. But I know what that means. But I've had friends that were really shocked that I would admit that I was woke. And I'm just shocked because I thought woke meant, well, basically just accept everybody. You know, if I want to find somebody to bake a cake, I'm not going to go out and look. First of all, I do want you to be a clean person because you're baking, you're going to bake. But I'm going to go out and I'm going to find the best baker. I don't care if you're male or female. I don't care if you're black or what. I just don't care. Just don't care. And, I always assumed that that's what woke was just accept everybody for what they are. And understand we've all been through shit, people. It don't matter if I'm a white girl. It don't matter if I'm a white girl. Do you understand that white people can go through shit too? And that's where I was just kind of like, I had to start really move back and understand, why is woke such a bad thing to half the United States? Why is it such a bad thing? Have you ever thought about that? I don't understand all of it. But I do know that I've had friends upset, and it's Freddy fucking Krueger on the back of my car that's telling me to stay woke. And if you're a horror fan, you get it. It's a cool ass sticker. But some days you just don't get it. I just don't get it. If you know what I mean. It's kind of like when I was growing up, I grew up till I was 15 outside of McAlester, Oklahoma. And, we did not have a whole lot of different people there. What we did have, it wasn't all whites. We had a lot of Indians too. Because I'm in Oklahoma. There was all different shades of people. In wintertime, I was like the white ass girl with the white ass thighs, the white ass everything, because I was white. And during the winter, you get not as much sun. And then I'd come the summertime and in the cut off shorts and all, and it'd be like, ah, because I was so fucking white. Now I tan really good. I've got just enough, the goodness stuff in me, to get that booty going. And I get some good color. But do you know what? My best friend's Indian. My best friend. I haven't seen her in forever. She lives in Oklahoma too, probably about 2 hours from me. Leanne, we're going to have to get together. Unfortunately, my body's not letting me drink a whole lot, but we still going to have some fun. Maybe we can play like Uno or something simple like that, or maybe like some Texas Hold'em, because I was going to take your ass down. So yeah, I was raised with a cousin this color and friend this color, and that's just how it was. And you accepted people at face value. Do you hear me? You accept people at face value. So if you do that and someone lies to you often, guess what the fuck you're going to do? You're not going to want to be in their circle or have them in your circle. You see what I'm saying? But growing up, the one thing I did know, okay, was how my Uncle Ricky was married to a little Oriental lady. I don't remember her name because I didn't get to see her but maybe 3 or 4 times growing up, and I was young. But I remembered she would cook and I would sit next to her. Just love that food. And I also remember them discussing how they were married, but the paperwork he had to do. And we're talking years ago, guys. I'm 55. We're talking probably when I was 8 or 9. And I remember that, yes, they were married, and you would think that that just means, oh, they can come to the Americas. And you know what? Even though you're married, you still have paperwork to do. And so I was taught a long time ago that that's just how you did things. So to my existence when I realized that there really was thousands of people just walking over into an American. I was shocked. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Because I was raised that there was ways you did things. And I guess I had such a sheltered life that that's how you fucking do it. You don't do it any other way. And then to see how many are in America that are illegally here, and then to find out there's rapists, child molesters. What the fuck, people? Let's just get real. The only way is to get them out. Thank God that's happening. Because I don't think any of us, being Americans, want our child to be the next one. I don't want my child to be the next one to piss off somebody that's an immigrant. Now, I do know that, let's just say 95% of them, just like in America, most people are going to be good people. Most immigrants are going to be good people. And it's a thin line between what's right and wrong. And what's right in your heart isn't always what the government says. And that is what makes it hard, is because you do know that person that, oh my goodness, we all know people that we talk to, and then you find out. I had no fucking idea. I've got at least 2 friends that have been here for over 10 years and have never started the process of any paperwork. One of them that would actually answer questions as long as I'd never said their name or anything was they figure it is safer to move and run from anyone that would send them back than going back. And I just guess I didn't know that was the thing. I know it's very shocking to have a 55-year-old go, I just thought everybody did the laws the way the laws were. A law is a law. A law is a fucking law. And I also had a friend tell me once, because, when my son started driving, I had, well, make sure you stop for people. Make sure, we don't want you to have an accident. Stay on the road. All these things you teach them. But I had a good friend of mine, Sharon. She was teaching her son to drive the same time. Now, I'm in Missouri and she's in Texas. And one of the things we're talking about is one thing, it's just common knowledge that if you get pulled over because you were speeding or you did something wrong, don't fucking do anything wrong. Please, here's your papers for your car, registration, here's your insurance, you have a license. Yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, because it's fucking respect. And then Sharon went to tell me that there's a whole different way because she is African American. She's like family. But she had to teach her child that, yes, all of that stuff, because her kids are very respectful. But because of their color, she said they also had to know to, hands up at all times. There was different rules. And that's when I realized, and I mean, my son's 36, so it was a long time ago. That's when I realized the world is fucked. Because why? With us having kids about the same age, well, they were the same age, we were teaching them to drive. Does one, because they're African American, have to, put your hands up, don't do this, don't do that? Things I never had to fucking tell my kid. So there's definitely problems. Do you understand? Problems about what woke is. Problems of why the fuck did a Black Hawk helicopter hit a fucking plane? How the fuck did that happen? Why is it easier to walk over and be illegal than get the paperwork? Maybe vetting needs to be a little better and a lot more people doing it. I don't know. I'm still learning this shit. And I think a lot of us are learning it. And when did it become funny to make fun of somebody that has Asperger's. Does anybody know what Asperger's are? Well, I have a really good friend that has Asperger's, and he's an awesome guy, but it's a little different button. Kind of like me, I'm a little different button. And when did it become funny to fucking make fun of somebody that has special needs? Now, I'm sorry whether you're a fan of Elon Musk or not. Can we just stop making fun of things that he does? And this has nothing to do with the Nazi shit, even though whatever. We're just going to skip over that one. But if he wants to jump around or make an X because that's his favorite, you know what? I know he's old, but Asperger's, if you don't know what it is, go do a fucking lesson on Asperger's and stop making fun of people that have special needs. Make fun of him because he's spending money in stupid ways, as long as you may think, or I may think. Make fun of him there. Because you know what? He cannot change his fucking Asperger's. Okay, well, you know what? Breathe 1, 2, breathe 1, 2. That is the reason I couldn't do the one on homeschooling. There's been so much shit. And I just want a TikTok of Vogue complaining that Melania Trump didn't look good on this picture that they took of her because she had a tuxedo on. Go look that fucking picture, guys. Because that tuxedo wouldn't have looked better on anybody else. What the fuck? Make her a little more pastel-y. You know what? And everybody's happy about telling this woman how to dress just because she's married to Trump. Do you see how you're two-faced? Yeah, okay. You know what? So thank you for hearing me ramble this week. We're just going to leave this one up of what the fuck is happening to the people in the world. You know what I mean? Still collecting stories. You can email at thankgodyournotmychild.podcast@yahoo.com and follow all socials, Facebook, X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it, Instagram, Facebook. I'm there. And if you email and feel comfortable to leave your address, now remember, I'm not going to come stalk you, but I can mail you some stickers. All right. So until next time, thank God you're not my child.